week's show, Liberty football begins the Jamie Chadwell era in style. Plus, we go behind the scenes during the week leading up to the big game.
Plus, LU women's soccer accomplishes a program first. And we sit down with an NBA standout during his visit to Liberty. It all starts now. This is Flame Central.
The Jamie Chadwell era is underway, and the winning all around the mountain continues. What's up? Welcome to Flame Central, your home for the best coverage of Liberty athletics. I'm Matt Warner. She's Emily Austin.
Matt, when Jamie Chadwell was hired to lead the Liberty football program, they were expected to win and win quickly. Yeah. At least through 1 week, everything is going to plan. Yeah,
the Flames opening up against Bowling Green. So many new faces on this year's roster. Nobody knew what to expect. We didn't even know who the starting quarterback was going to be until game time. Turns out it was Caden Salter. He would get the nod, and on the opening drive, he would lead the Flames to the end zone. Billy Lucas punching it in to put Liberty up 7-0. We jump to the second quarter now. Salter would find the freshman phenom Vaughn Blue with this TD toss. LU would end up jumping out to a 24-0 lead in this one. It was 24-7 right before the half. Flames trying to tack on a field goal. Hold on. A block, a scoop, and Trent Sims heading the other way, 76 yards. Just like that, it was a 24-14 game at the half. Bowling Green right back in it. To the third quarter we go. More from Salter. He would run for 82 yards. He threw for 143 in this game, including this touchdown to the tight end, Bentley Hanshaw. Liberty committed one turnover on the day, but boy, they created a whole lot more. 5 interceptions in the contest for that Liberty defense, and that would help them secure a 34-24 win, the first for Jamie Chadwell at Liberty. And with this staff, when you win, you celebrate hard.
I heard we were feasting on the Falcons.
Yes, sir.
So, because we're feasting on the Falcons, we decided to have ourselves a little barbecue for you. Cook that bird! Cook that bird! Cook that bird!
The biggest question mark I think our staff had is, how would we respond to some adversity when it got tight? And I'm very proud of that. Obviously, our defense did a lot of good things from an interception turnover standpoint. Getting 5 turnovers there was outstanding. We gave the ball back too much, unfortunately, and made the game closer to what it needed to be. So there's a lot of things to clean up. But the effort, the attitude, and their resourcefulness, the resiliency that we showed, continue striking that stone. That's our mindset, and they did a great job.
These post-game celebrations are epic, and it seems like they're just going to get better and better. All right, it's time to bring back Hearsay with EA. What are the people saying all around the World Wide Web about the Flames? Well, you heard it from Matt Warner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interceptions from that Liberty defense. NCAAF Nation highlighted Jerome Jolly Jr. for grabbing 2 of those. And Matt, what happens when you get the takeaway?
Tell me.
You know it. The Joker mask. CUSA posted the original "Why so serious" tweet, and then it just blew up all over the place, as you can see. Shout out to Coach Chad Scott for bringing the prop. Okay, so then our creative team drew up this unbelievable work of art. Why so serious? Do you mean why so talented? Tell me, who is the man behind this masterpiece? You ask, I deliver. It's Jacob Webb, people. When you talk about guys buying in, This guy is the definition of all in. What a gem. And just when you think it can't get any better, the Liberty football account puts out this video. Absolute trolls. The Falcon is releasing, boom. Here comes the LU semi-truck. All right, let's take it to the NFL to wrap things up. You can't jump on the Demario Douglas bandwagon when you've been driving it for years. Pop, getting mad love after making the 53-man roster. You have to check out his feature story in the Boston Globe. So good. Plus, he made the list for Good Morning Football, Peter Schrager's top 10 breakout players of the year. More Hearsay with EA coming this season.
Yeah, and if you think we're done talking about this Week 1 Liberty win, you would be wrong. After each home game during the season, we will be featuring a segment called In the Fire, where we focus on a different area of the Liberty football program in their lead up to the game. This week, we focus on the new guy in charge, Jamie Chadwell, and his first win as Liberty head coach.
I hope we play so hard that our fans go, hey, I don't know what they're doing, but I love how they're doing it. I hope the way we play, our identity shines through. We've been talking a lot about being competitive, being disciplined, having accountability, and playing for a purpose. I want our team to represent that every time they go out there. They're playing for something bigger than just the win. Yes, we know we want to win. That's what we're trying to do, but something they're playing for each other.
Gotta make it mean something now. Gotta mean something every day. I'm trusting you're bringing everything today, no matter what's going on outside. I'm focused on these next couple hours of this practice, right, to be my very best. That's how we can trust each other, knowing no matter what I got going on, I got your back, right? Everybody got it? Jay Hardy, you got us. Let's go.
Where's that team ready?
Let's go, chin the ball. Don't bring it away from your body. Chin the ball. Full speed decisions. Good. That's it, that's it. Good? You nervous?
I'm good. I just got caught up in my head
Why?
yesterday.
Hey, man, you've earned this,
Yes, sir.
right? That's why you're here, right?
Got in the playbook last night. I'm good.
You're good. Hey, you get to go beat up on some teams that beat up on you. Let's go. Got two of them, you know? Got two max teams. You should be like, yeah.
When you go through fall camp, you hit a point where you're ready to hit somebody else.
Good.
And now that we're 6 days away from that, you know, there is a heightened urgency, knowing, hey, it's coming. Maybe I missed that pass last week. I can't do that this week.
Step up. Good, good, good. That's what you want right there. All right, here we go. We're going special teams right here. Going to special teams.
Oh, yeah, kid.
There you go. Just catch it. Nobody wants to see you run. Just catch it. Oh, nice route.
Good route, Billy.
All right, let's head to the indoor. Head to the indoor. Here we go. Head to the indoor. Today was what, Tuesday? So we're in the second quarter, right? Second quarter, going into the halftime. Point is this: yesterday, Monday, solid. Improved today. How much can we improve by Friday? How much can we improve by Friday? Because everything's got to be in, right? That's where that trust has to come in. How much are you doing beyond what we're doing out here? What we're doing out here is just the minimum of what's required to be your best every time we turn it on out there. Hang on one second. Hunter!
Come on, Hunt.
Hunter! Come here. Come right here. How you doing? Good, come right here. Listen, the whole team thought a lot about you right there. Sign you a helmet right there. Look at that right there. You want to get a picture in front of everybody right there? Get over there, let's get a picture in front of you. Put it on, there we go. Yeah, put it on right there. Everybody, let him turn around. Everybody get a picture with him right there.
Hunt, turn around.
1, 2, 3. Flames! Awesome, got it. Everybody's role is important and everybody's role is valuable, and we need to make sure that everybody understands that what they do on a daily basis will affect our players, and that it's a priority that they're treating them the right way, but they're also holding them to the high standard that we have. All right, we're off to a great start. All right, let's go Flames of the Week.
And your hot team! Flame flowing! Fire breathing! Flame of the week! Trey! I can play any position! Flying! We got Harry Houdini himself! Now rolling!
The greatest touchdown of all time.
Greatest TD of all time!
Oh, I got stopped out over the shoulder.
With the coordinators, you got to make sure we're all on the same page with the plan and how we're going to adjust to injuries and the different things that they give us. What was his depth right here? Turn back. I want to see Cade. To see it 6. It's close. Yeah, I think this got a chance. If he can release vertical a little bit, that'll get the backer, but also that safety, if he's trapping him, will not come downhill as much. Like whatever's easiest for him to know. Like, or hey, all right, it's this. If it's cover 1. All right, girls, let's go. I love taking them to school.
I think being a part of their day, our nights sometimes get long. If I can be part of the day, help try to make breakfast and talk with them in the morning, trying to be a part of as much as I can and still be present here and do what you have to do that's required of this job.
It's ready to rock and roll. Don't have a long drive, but we make it fun. Not too bad traffic this morning. Must be out a little earlier. Howdy. Oh yeah, right there. Look at it. Just another example of God right there.
No matter what's going on here, good or bad, I always have to be on when I'm there, and I really enjoy taking them to school.
Let's let everybody out here. I love y'all. Let y'all's light shine bright, all right? Yeah. Let y'all's light shine bright. Let your light shine bright. I love y'all. Love you. I'll see y'all later today. Have a great day. Be your best, all right? Be your best. Love y'all. Have a great day. Let that light shine bright.
Head coach Jamie Chadwell leads his first Liberty Walk. His Flames into their first season in Conference USA.
Listen, you are ready for this moment. Last night I talked to you about it. Use that emotion, but we got to control it. You're going to be amped up going out there, right? Use that emotion, but it needs to be controlled. The number one thing that we got to do, remember why we're playing. Remember what we're about. And you keep striking that stone. Yes, sir. You don't focus on the scoreboard. Focus on the love of your brother.
Hand off to Lucas, up the middle, and he plunges into the end zone. Strike the stone. Touchdown, Liberty.
Blue in the backfield. Salter gonna go to Blue. Got a man, and Blue catches. Touchdown. Vaughn Blue on the catch. The nice toss from Salter.
Great throw and catch. Love the play design as well.
You can't game plan hard. You can't game plan brotherhood. Yeah. You can't scheme what we've been through. Yeah. Ain't nobody in the country been through what we've been through. Yeah. Don't nobody know about it. All the pain, all the heartache, all the tears, all the sweat, all the blood. Let it explode out there tonight. Let it explode. Play for each other. Play for Thomas. Play for everybody in this room.
That one picked off as well. At the 26-yard line. Back-to-back interceptions for Liberty.
Defense coming alive, especially in this secondary.
Salter in the shotgun, gets the snap, play action. In the pocket, throws towards the end zone. Wide open, Bentley Henshaw, the tight end. Strike the stone. Touchdown, Liberty.
Hayden Salter.
This is why we do it, boys. This is why we do it, fellas.
Camden North gets the snap, play action. Throws over the middle, ball was tipped and intercepted. It's Jerome Jolly near side this time. The second interception for Jerome Jolly in this game. And the fifth for the Liberty defense.
Home fans will go home happy. Jamie Chadwell in his first game as head coach gets his first Conference USA victory. Will also get career win number 100.
Great work by our Donald Scott. All right, to the pitch. The Lady Flames' perfect record would be put to the test as West Virginia, a ranked team going into this season, would pay Liberty a visit. LU trailed 1-0 a majority of the game, but showed up big late to the 87th minute. That was most of the action. Tie game until the Lady Flames scored back-to-back goals in the same minute. First, it was Ivy Gardner to Sadie Holland, and then Allison Hansford puts the cherry on top. LU secures its first win over West Virginia and a Big 12 opponent. Safe to say, the Lady Flames are hot right now, and so is the Liberty field hockey team. 3-0 heading into its game against American. Matt, scoreless game through 4 quarters and 2 overtimes. So let's fast forward and settle it in a shootout. Liberty's Millie Arteta gets tripped up, but not giving up. That goal made SportsCenter's top 10 plays. Then, of course, it's Azul Aritsidi Irigoshin in the cage for LU. She stopped 4 of the 5 attempts from the Eagles, and the Lady Flames go on to win it to stay perfecto on this season. All right, we'll take a quick timeout, but when we return, an NBA standout visits Liberty, and he sits down with us.
Plus, which Liberty players earn our top honors this week? Rhett McGibbon will tell us warm, hot, and fuego when Flame Central returns.
William Byron's gonna win.
William Byron wins it at Atlanta.
Hugs that white line, drifts up and comes to the line. Wins it.
Welcome to Liberty University's online programs, where living out your calling with integrity is what you train to do. And getting ready for the future doesn't mean missing out on the now. Because a university is more than buildings and books. And an education should set you free, not fence you in. Welcome to Liberty's global campus, where distance learning was pioneered and evolved into one of the top-ranked schools in the nation. Where protecting your budget, your time, and your education isn't just a theory, it's our priority. Here, degrees in your field reflect industry demands and help you get ahead of the competition. Where college comes to you, but you can come to college too. Game day, homecoming, graduation day. Your school, your values, your experience, your choice. Welcome to Liberty University, where we train champions for Christ.
Welcome back to Flames Central. Every Friday, Liberty University holds convocation for on-campus students and staff. This past week, LU brought in Orlando Magic player Jonathan Isaac, a professional athlete who was outspoken about his faith and much more. During his visit to the mountain, Matt Warner had the chance to sit down with Jonathan to learn more about how he's using his platform for God's glory.
Jonathan Isaac, thanks so much for coming to Liberty, number one, sitting down with us, number two. We do appreciate it. 6th overall pick of the Orlando Magic back in 2017. I think basketball people, they all knew you coming out of Florida State. But I feel like so many, maybe non-sports fans have grown to know you the last couple of years. Obviously, first, when you decided to stand during the national anthem in the bubble. Then there was the backlash you received for standing up for the rights of people that didn't want to get the vaccine during COVID. Did you know, in those moments, this decision that I'm making, there's going to be a lot of backlash, and I'm really putting myself in the national spotlight with this?
Yes, I knew very, very much so that, with each thing, it was going to be volatile. I knew I was going to receive a ton of negativity, but primarily because of the people that I had around me, I was able to focus on the positive. The night before I stood in the bubble, I called my pastor and told him about, hey, I don't think you understand how crazy this is going to be. It's going to be everywhere. I'm going I'll get maligned and everything. And he said, you can't stand for God and God not stand for you. And so I've kind of taken that message into everything that I've stood for from that point on.
Was that the moment that you realized maybe the extent of your platform? You have this great talent in basketball. Was that the moment there in the bubble when you realized wow, this platform can lead to so much more, or did it happen at a different point?
I think it was happening behind the scenes a bit. I had spoken in church a few times and people were learning about me as more than a basketball player, but the bubble was definitely the kind of national scene that kind of sparked everything at a bigger level. And it's honestly crazy, the amount of, and humbling and surreal about the reach and people resonating with it. I didn't expect so many people to be feeling the same way that I was feeling, that there are values that need to be stood up for, and people feel alone and afraid to stand up for what they believe in. But when they can see somebody that, either they look up to, a sports figure, or anybody doing it, it gives them confidence to do the same.
You talk about people that resonate with you. There's also the other side of the spectrum, a lot of backlash, as we talked about. What do you feel like is the most unfair perception of you from people that don't know your heart and know your motive for doing the things that you've done?
I would say for me and what I feel like so many other people are, because they're afraid to stand up, it's the fear of the heartbeat behind what you're doing being misrepresented or maligned. Take the COVID situation. Yeah. I did an article with Rolling Stone, and they completely mischaracterized my position on, how I came to, not getting the vaccine, my decision behind it. And I would say that's the hardest part when, you have a message, you're trying your best to stick to it. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And then you have people who don't care about the reason you're doing it. They already have their own preconceived notions or agendas to fulfill, and they'll take it whatever way they want to.
So many people have been captured by your story. You write the book, and now you have a new clothing brand, Unite Us. Tell me about why it was important for you to do that. Like, you're going into a completely different sphere here. Why was that important? How does it tie in with what we've seen about your story so far?
It is a different direction because, you're starting a brand, but I think it's the same sentiment. I want to see my values represented in the marketplace. Yeah. And so you have companies today that they have the free choice to do so, but they are constantly moving away from godly values and principles, and also constitutional values and principles, ones that I hold dear. And I know that millions of other Americans and people around the world feel the same way. And so if they're not going to celebrate our values, it's no hate, nothing against them, but we can celebrate them ourselves, and we don't have to co-sign their message by giving them our money. And so Unite Us for me was just about action. Like, instead of complaining about the direction that they're moving in, why don't I give people the freedom to buy with their values in a high value, culturally relevant way?
If I told you when you were a kid coming out of Florida State, all the ways that you would be impacting people, impacting culture now, would you have believed that you'd be on this kind of stage?
Not at all.
Yeah.
I played video games and basketball. That's all I did. Yeah. And I went out. That's all I did. Yeah. Video games, basketball, and I went out from time to time. The more that I have tried my best to kind of give God something to work with in my life, the more that I've submitted myself to, my church, my pastor, my church community, the more that God has used me to my reluctance. I've tried my best to fight him, but he's put me where he wants me to be.
Last thing, you came here to speak to thousands of Liberty students at Convocation. What was it you hoped that you would leave with them? How did you want to inspire them with your story?
I think the message is that God will use anybody. I'm somebody that, a lot of people, based on the different stands, they would deem me as courageous or bold. But I know that only comes from my relationship with Christ. It only comes from the people that I have around me. And coming from my background, struggling with anxiety, struggling with self-insecurity and fear, I'm not somebody that you would expect to stand alone. It's only because of the reality of a transformative relationship with Jesus Christ that I've been able to. And so just to encourage them that the day is going to come where they're going to have to stand in their everyday lives, or it'll be, on display for the world to see. And they can do it, and they will do it if they're encouraged and they see somebody else doing it as well. So I just wanted to share my story, walk them through how getting planted in a church, finding that community to build me up, the word, again, talking about my pastor I was on the phone with the night before I stood, having that community and just finding my identity and purpose in God has led me to where I am today.
Jonathan Isaac, thanks for taking time. Thanks for taking a stand, certainly for your faith throughout all of this.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
That was great getting to chat with Jonathan Isaac a little bit. We're chatting with Rhett McGibbon now, though. Warm, hot, and fuego. Top player moment from the past week in Liberty Athletics. Rhett, kick it off. Warm, who you got?
Well, I do have a theme this week. Can I throw that in there? National Wiener Schnitzel Day this past week.
I did celebrate with my family, as we do each and every day.
Yeah. All right. So I was kind of looking into what do you need for a great Wiener Schnitzel? The meat is important, right?
Obviously.
The meat of the offense, Caden Salter. He is warm this week. And this guy, you come in, you look at Caden Salter a year ago, turn the ball over. That's one thing that really worried you. You look at this past game, no picks, great decision-making. Through the air, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Absolutely fantastic. On the ground, 19 attempts, 82 yards, and again, protected the football. That's exactly what we wanted to see, and A+ for Caden Salter, week 1.
Absolutely. All right, from warm, we go to hot.
That boy, Von Blue.
Von Blue.
Year 1, okay, only 4 touches coming out of the backfield when it came to running the ball, but then you're like, oh, this guy can catch out of the backfield. Great seam for the halfback route right here. You see it going, and this isn't an easy catch either. Just being able to get the foot down, inside the end zone. Love that play. The kid is a weapon, and that ability to catch, I think you're going to see that so much more throughout the year. We talked about Quentin Cooley, the guy last week. He's going to ramrod it, right? He's going to just punch you right in the mouth, knock out some teeth. Von Blue can swing it wide, get into the passing game. just love the versatility of the running backs for LU.
Absolutely. Bright future for that kid. All right, finally, in Fuego, Rhett, our top honor goes to who?
Okay, honorable mention here to the defensive backs of Liberty football. Just, 5 picks.
Yeah.
Absolutely outstanding. But I got to go Cameron Backus here
on
volleyball. Starting off the year 6-0. They have some big wins, knocking off High Point, a favorite in the Big South. Cameron Backus, senior season, 96 kills, 40 more than the next person. 4.5 kills per set. That's well over her average of 3.31 a year ago.
Yeah.
She's going to have big things this year. Keep watching.
And a hot start, as you mentioned, for this Liberty program. They are looking great thus far.
It.
Rhett, appreciate it as always. When we come back, we pose a hard-hitting question to the Liberty football team and the Week 1 standings in our Flames Fantasy League. It's a good time to be Matt Warner. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So you're looking for a university that has anything you could possibly need.
Anything?
You want a place that has the programs you want to study.
I think I'm going to sign up for the fashion design program.
All right. A place with state-of-the-art facilities.
And who doesn't love big-time sports?
Somewhere you can hike, slide, climb, and most importantly, eat. And all that with a great view? Yeah, I think I know a place.
Hey, welcome back to the show. You know, Matt, it's a fact. The best way to get to know some of these new football guys is to put them on the hot seat, which is exactly what we did.
Yeah, we asked them if they could ever have dinner with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? And if you're expecting interesting and hilarious answers, you came to the right place.
Anyone dead or alive? Man, that's a tough one.
Jimmy Buffett.
I think the obvious answer is Jesus.
Jesus Christ. That's what I want.
Chris Stapleton. He's my favorite singer.
Dead or alive? I'll probably say Jamie Chadwell.
Probably Kobe Bryant. I'll say Kobe Bryant.
LeBron James, favorite basketball player.
Probably say LeBron James.
I would choose Solomon because he was the wisest man to walk this earth according to the Lord.
My mom.
I'm going to have to say Matthew McConaughey.
Denzel Washington.
That is my guy. A night conversation with him would be electric.
Where are we going to eat? It's an easy answer. We're either getting steak or we're getting county smoke.
Key West, and love to listen on how he came up with some of his song titles.
First, I'm taking him to my specialty, East Coast wings, Olive Garden, so we can break bread together. Get them all flats.
We probably go eat at a seafood restaurant.
Lemon pepper seasoning.
Just probably some random diner, Get like a chicken fried steak or something.
My mom, because she can cook whatever, really.
It's on him. Whatever he want to pay for, it's on you, LeBron.
Taco Bell. I think that's the most Matthew McConaughey thing, and we'll be outside, preferably on the beach.
I think my favorite answer, Olive Garden, breaking bread with Jesus, Kenny Charles. That was a good one. All right, for the 4th year, we are doing a Flames Fantasy League where Joe Yock, Matt Warner, and I draft Liberty players and compete all season long.
Yeah, Emily won our league last year. She hasn't stopped talking about it, but she won't be talking much this week, will she? Take a look at the standings after week 1. 2 interceptions from Jerome Jolly led the way for me as I am currently in first place. Joe got TDs from Blue and Henshaw to keep him close. And Emily, she is hoping and praying that this isn't a sign of
I had
things
an
to come.
injury going into the game with Kenny Charles, so I had to make a switch
She's
up.
got excuses.
So, excuses.
Yeah, right. Hey, that's about it for us. As always, for any stories you might have missed, libertyflamecentral.com.
And don't forget Flame Central podcast every Monday. Check that out, download and subscribe. We'll see you right back here next week. For Matt, I'm Emily.